Be a kid. Never stop being a kid. I think that that's where life starts to get bad or sad, when you stop letting your inner child play and be happy and excited about life. When you start to see everything as, my life sucks. Why does it have to be this way? X, Y, and Z, all of these like things. And when you stop playing with your friends, when you stop, doing things just because, not because you had to, but because you wanted to, because it was just what you felt like doing that day. Whether it was running and hugging a tree because that's what your intrusive thoughts like, I wonder how that tree feels. I don't know. Or like sitting on the grass, or going to the park that you always drive by but never make the time to actually go to. Like, be a kid. Be curious. Ask a bunch of questions. Always ask why. Why does that happen? Why does it have to be this way? Why does it that? Like, ask a lot. Remember when you were a kid and you would ask why all the time? Were you that kid? I was that kid that asked why 1,000 times. Drove my family like crazy. My sister's like, can you shut up? But as you grow up, you become more scared of what people are going to say. You're going to feel stupid if you don't know the answer to that why. Like, why is X, Y, and Z happening? And you feel like you should know. It's impossible for you to know everything about anything. Like there's just so many things happening around us constantly that it's just not realistic for you to know why everything or how everything works or why things happen the way that they do. So it's okay to not know the answer to certain questions, and it's okay to be curious. And if anyone makes fun about you, if anyone makes fun of you because you don't know something, don't hang out with that person. They're not cool. Like, I don't know if this was like, maybe this was just my elementary, but there was a thing back in elementary school where if you liked someone and you were friends with them, you would go up to them and be like, B, meaning, yay, we're friends. And then when someone would hurt your feelings, you would be like, boo, you are not friends anymore, boo. So just go up to someone and be like, boo, and then walk away. No explanation, just walk away. Because you don't need to give anyone an explanation about what you're doing things either, Like, kids just do things because they want to. Like, if you ask a kid why they maybe did something, they're like, I don't know, I wanted to. And sometimes it's that simple. And we overcomplicate things as adults. We overcomplicate things. And we forget that at the end of the day, we're all just kids playing the character of an adult. And like, we know what the fuck's going on. We really don't. And that's okay. And quit things. Quit it. If you don't like something, quit. I mean, sometimes as an adult, that might not look as easy as it sounds, because maybe you hate your job and you want to quit. But start creating a plan to get out and to do other things. Figure it out. Don't feel like you're stuck. You're never stuck. You're stuck if you want to be stuck and if you don't want a solution to the things you want to do. But you can do anything and be anyone. And the moment that you realize that you realize that you can quit, you can give up, you can try new things, you can fall, you can whatever, is the moment there's so much freedom that comes within yourself when that realization happens in your brain. You're like, whoa, I really can do anything I set my mind to. And you really can. Life can truly be whatever you want it to be. And it can look however you want it to look. It can look positive and beautiful, and even on the gloomy days, you can find something good about that day. Or if you want, you can also wake up every day and see the negative and the bad of it. You are in control of some things, and let go of trying to be in control of everything, which is impossible. There's no way that you can control how people react, what people say, what people don't say, who people stay in your life, what people don't stay. Like, there's just, it's impossible to do that. So stop. Give up control to the universe, to God, whatever it is that you want to believe in, whatever it is that you feel called, compelled to do. And even if you don't believe in any of those things, stop making yourself so anxious about things that you literally cannot do anything about. Like, if the weather is gloomy and raining for like a week, what can you do about that? Nothing. But you are in control of the way that you react to those things and to those situations and to those moments. If someone is a bitch, you can't control that person. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what's happening inside of their turmoil, brain, or mindset, or life. But you are in control of how you react to that person and what you do and how you show up. So what you are in control of, try your best every day to do a good job at it, and then give up control to the rest, because there's nothing that you can do about it. And sometimes people are going to want to change and people are not going to want to change, and that's okay. It's okay, because not everyone's going to fucking like you, and you're not going to like everyone, okay? Shit. Think about it. Like when you're like, I don't know why that person doesn't like me. Well, do you like everyone in your life? No. Sometimes you just don't vibe with certain people. That's it. It's as simple as that. Don't overcomplicate it. Like, they don't like you. Okay, move on. Like, don't make such a big deal of it. Stop gossiping. Stop. It's not worth it. It's a waste of my time, and this is something that I'm working on. It's a waste of my time, my energy, and you never know who is going to hear it or what people are going to say. Like, just don't do it. Just don't. And if it comes to you, then walk away. Boo. It's not worth it. You know, start to see where you're spending your time and what you want your time to be, where you want your time to be directed, how you want to fill your cup. Like, there's just so many things that you can do in your life that are much more time productive than gossiping or talking about someone, or just simply talking about topics that no longer matter, you know? Be nice to people. It sounds so simple, but you really never know what that person that you said was a bitch is going through. You don't know. And you might never know, right? But it costs nothing to be a good human. Nothing. Like, think about kids, right? Some kids are mean. Some kids are mean. They're going through a lot. Just be a good human. You know, try your best. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to mess up. You're going to hurt someone's feelings. So many things can happen. But as long as you try and be a good human every day, and you wake up and you know that you made yourself proud that day, that's all that matters. You know, you tried. And you learn from your mistakes, and you wake up the next day and you can do better because you learned now, and you've grown and you've evolved. And just be a decent person. There's too much sadness happening in the world for us humans to be cruel to one another. And that's still gonna happen, but it doesn't mean that you have to be one of those cruel humans. And this is just a little bit of the thoughts that go through my head on a daily basis. And a lot of these thoughts are also focused around the fact that I've healed and I continue to heal, and it's a constant journey. But I really do try to implement all of these things. And I wanted to share because I felt right. And the last thing I'll leave you with is ask a shit ton of questions. Ask a lot of questions. Like, I've learned so much about different people, different topics, random shit that I know so much random stuff about like certain cameras, because my sister like loves cameras that like maybe other people don't, but like I love knowing those things. And it's just because I'm curious and have asked questions. If you're genuinely curious about something, ask questions, research, go down a deep dive on Google or YouTube videos, whatever, but just be curious and ask questions. If that feels like something that you're inclined to do in that moment, because it can lead you to finding a new sport that you didn't know you liked, or a new topic, or a new activity. So just be a curious little human, curious little torch. And change it to your name, obviously. You know, I'd be Curious Lisbeth. And you're gonna see how much you're gonna learn about people that you wouldn't have otherwise if you wouldn't have been just curious and asked questions. So yeah, here's a little intro to my brain. This was a whole brain dump in a video. But it's a gloomy day, but it's a beautiful day. I am here. I am better than I was yesterday, and I'm continuing to evolve and be better and do better. See you on the next one.